Marieke de Lange's vision was to empower underprivileged children by staging performances that address the problems they face. In 2007, she founded the Ubuntu theatre organisation. Marieke now travels with her fiancé, Mike, to Accra in Ghana for Ubuntu's 12th performance, which will be a collaboration with a local NGO called CAS, Catholic Action for Street Children. Ubuntu was founded in and operates from Amsterdam.
While I was in my last year of theater school, I was really trying to figure out what am I actually going to do once I'm ready, like how I'm going to manifest my skills, what I've learned over the past year in the world, what do I actually want to achieve with it. And I couldn't picture myself giving drama classes in high schools or primary schools here in Holland, or direct plays with amateur actors, stuff like that. I didn't see myself doing that, and at the same time I also had a big fascination for Africa ever since I was a little girl. In this world where we are all together here as human beings, parents, adults, how is it possible that small children are out there on the street, nothing to eat, nobody who cares for them, nobody who loves them? That's when I started to think about, wait a minute, this is actually the group of kids that I really want to be giving them the opportunity to raise their voice, and most of all for them to realize how special they are and how much potential they have, for them to regain their self-esteem, their self-worth, and at the same time let the people around them realize, hey, these are actually children. Ubuntu means I am because you are. As human beings, we need each other. We can't make it on our own. We need each other to survive and to support each other and to achieve things in life. To feel that they are someone. I feel most of the time these street kids are so special because they're really in the moment, like the future doesn't exist. So they're not preoccupied with that at all. But at the same time, there is not so much perspective. Because for a child to be able to survive on the street, that means you are very intelligent and very creative and very undertaking. You're like an entrepreneur. I arrived at Accra on the 24th of May, so I'm here a bit over 3 weeks now. I really feel that I have already made 35 new friends, and just before I was saying to Mike, like, oh my God, already now if I think about that on the 5th of September I'll have to go and say goodbye to them, I can already start crying now.
CAS runs a house of refuge that provides support for children living on the streets of Accra. Up to 50 children come to CAS every day.
My name is Brother Jos van Dunter. I'm a Dutch missionary, and I came to Ghana in January '71. We have done a census and a head count in the end of 2009. And we have come out with a figure of 61,500 children. Only in Greater Accra region, 61,000. Girls is completely dependent on donors. So we write to donor organizations, to associations, to embassies, to anybody we think can help us. And for 19 years we were able to get money to run most of the projects. But at the moment the money is dwindling so much, it's getting less and less the income that we have to scale down. 2 years ago we still had 53 workers, now we have 42 workers. And just yesterday we decided that by December we will close with the whole fieldwork activity and hand it over to the government.
On the street it depends on the location, but at times at Kaneshi for instance we can meet between 30 and 60 children in a day. They're exposed to a whole lot of dangers, like issues like drugs, related issues, personal hygiene, they're exposed to malaria and all that. So we try to use the health education lessons to educate them to be wary of some of these things, yes. And then we conduct something we call social investigation on the child. Here, when we meet a child for the first time on the street, we take out information from them. And the information that we take, we call in social terms, we say, presenting story.
Marieke must also spend time getting to know the children, but she will be presenting their story in a different way. Limited resources mean only 20 children can be selected to perform.
So Jacob, how long have you been in the street? How many years?
2 years.
2 years. Do you think it's a long time or does it feel like a short time?
It's a long time.
Long time.
Yes.
And how old are you now?
I'm 16 years.
16.
Yes.
So when you came to the street you were 14.
Yes.
And you run away from home. When you're in the street, Jacob, what kind of work do you do to make money?
I carry the load.
You carry load?
Yes.
Every day?
Yes.
Only carrying load?
Not every day.
Okay.
Some of the days I come to class Monday to Friday. Then the evening I will carry it. The Saturday I will carry the load. The Sunday I will went to the church.
On Sunday you're going to church?
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to go and pray for the God.
Okay, you like God?
Yes.
Okay. When you sleep in the street, where do you sleep?
I sleep behind the cool store.
At Kaneshi?
Yes.
With all the other children?
Yes.
And when you first came to Accra, you knew you had to go there? How did you know about this place?
Somebody teach me, send me there.
Other children?
Some of the street there, they are the one who take me there.
They help you?
Yes.
When you get new?
Yes.
And they call you a villager?
Yes.
Jacob, what do you want to be when you grow up?
For me, I want to be an actor.
You want to be an actor?
Yes.
A famous one?
Yes.
But do you want to act in movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
As Ghana movie.
Ghana movies?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, start. Very good. So if your mind is going telling you stories about, oh, this person talked bad about me, or I have to go and do that, blah, 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 just breathe, okay? Well, actually right now, with the exercises we give to the kids, we are not yet making a performance. We are just working on some basic skills of acting. And so a mirror exercise is a great exercise for you to accept that somebody else is leading you. So you have to let go of control and just follow, you know? And you have to have good concentration and cooperation, because if you are not being a good leader and moving too fast and the other one can't follow you, then you're not really helping each other, you know? So it's just a very basic exercise to point out some really basic things about acting. And I also, every class I start talking about the three tools that you have as an actor: your body, your voice, and your mind. Wow, very good. The
three things you use to transform, to become someone else, or to tell a story, or to be present on stage. So I really try to make them aware of more of the way they use their mind, the way they use their body, the way they use their voice through kind of like warming up exercises and really tiny, tiny little meditations.
Put your hands like this. Make some fire. Make it burn. Fatih says it's very difficult. Yes. I know, because you feel ashamed. But you should not feel ashamed. We are all doing this.
Yes.
We are sharing with each other, and even if you find it's difficult, just give it a try. Feel confident, and please, for us to feel confident here, we need to have respect from the other people who are watching us, yeah? Then we can feel free to express ourselves. And as an actor, you need to feel free to express yourself. So let's try to do that, okay? Enjoy it. Just try and do it.
The boss and the queen exercise and stuff like that, it's about status. As you could see, some of the kids, they had a hard time accepting the fact that they had to play like a servant.
This boy. This boy. This boy.
Like the one boy, he came up with the thing, "No, I can't do anything because my hand is hurting me."
So no one do anything inside this. Yeah, this is it. The money cry you give me small. You go the counter and do the engine for me. Go the counter. I say my hand is paining me.
So everything the boss told him to do, he said no. For him, it was very hard to accept a lower status, you know. But in acting, it doesn't matter where you have higher status, lower status. It's just something that you need to be able to do.
Macho style. Boom, chicka boom. One more time. Thank you, sit down.
Yeah, we're going to announce all the names of the children who are chosen to be part of the main group and part of the doubles group. So all the children are really tensed about am I in or not. And actually I'm also quite tense because it's the first time for me to work like this. Usually I just leave everybody in the group because you're part of the group just by showing up that you want to be there. But as there are a lot of children here, we need to make a selection to make it workable for us also as theater directors. Because we only have a small space and we can't let everybody in. A little bit uncomfortable, but it's the way it is. So. I don't want to break somebody's heart, you know. It's actually against my principles. I want everybody to be able to join.
I'm very happy to be selected in the first 20, and I'll continue to be coming to class every day, even if the rain is falling and even if the sun is shining more.
I thank my colleagues because I'm part of those who are selected. Thank you.
What I really like to see is that there are some kids who really didn't expect to be part of it, because it just showed up or they don't come regularly. But all of a sudden you could see on their face like, whoa, I'm part of this now. And I really hope it will motivate them to start coming every day and to really make that step off the street. So, because that's why we are doing what we're doing, to empower these children to change their lives.
Marieke continues to get to know the children. The longer she's there, the stronger their relationships become.
So Doris, can you tell me how many years have you been living in the street now?
I came to the street 2002.
2002?
9 years.
Wow, 9 years ago.
Yes.
How old were you when you came to the street?
I'm 7 years old.
You were 7?
Yes, and I go to the house and I come again.
You kept walking away and come back
Yes.
to the house?
Yes.
And who's living at that house? When you
My grandma.
Oh, your grandmother?
Yes.
Because your parents are not there?
Yes.
You don't know your father?
I don't know my father. My mommy died and my grandma died. And leave my grandma and my auntie.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you were staying with her?
Yes.
And what do you do in the street to make money?
I'm selling pure water.
Pure water?
Yes.
Only pure water?
Yes.
Every day?
Every day.
But if you sell the pure water, you make enough?
I will start 7 o'clock and I will close 12 o'clock.
Wow.
One sachet. 1, 2, 3, 10. 10 bags.
You sell
Finish.
10 big bags?
Yes.
Wow.
Like this, 1 bag.
Yeah.
10. Finish 12 o'clock.
So you make around 10 CD
Yes,
per day?
yes.
That's enough to eat?
I will eat 2 CD and I put 8 CD down.
For your
For
children?
my children.
Yes. And where do you usually sleep?
I sleep at Coastal.
The cold store with your friends?
Yes.
Is it safe?
No.
People bother you there?
Yes.
Like who?
When I sleep and somebody come and pour water on me and I stand up and I do like this.
You sleep against the
Yes.
wall?
Yes. And when somebody come in, you do me like this. And I beg him.
Please give me some rest.
Yes.
And Doris, what do you want to do? How do you see yourself in the future? What would you like to do?
My future, I want to do hairdresser.
Hairdresser?
And seamstress.
Making clothes and doing the hair?
Yes.
You want to make the woman look pretty?
Yes.
Like yourself? You're a pretty woman, eh? I'm very proud of you.
Okay, thank you.
Marieke travels to Hopelands, a residential program run by CAS in a rural area outside of the city. Only a few of the most committed children are selected to be part of this program.
Oh, I have friends here.
Hopelands is also known as the farm because it trains children in manual and agricultural skills so they can more easily integrate into the working community and get a taste of life away from the streets. A disciplined time schedule is introduced to help the children get used to structure.
Me and Mike. Mike is going to introduce himself now. That it would be very nice to share some classes with you. Even if you're far away, we still want you to feel part of the project. And with your brothers and sisters at CAS in town, we are making a drama performance, and we hope to make a short performance also with you, so that in the end of the 3 months we can go and perform together at some nice places and show the whole world that you have so much talent.
Fatty is one of the children who has been chosen to take part in the residential program at Hopelands.
Fatty, how long have you been living on the street, or how old were you when you came to the street?
I was born in Nigeria and my mother brought me here when I was 6 years old.
Okay. And when you're in the street, do you work in the street?
Sometimes too, if I don't get money, and I think it's very hard for me. Unless I stop following my friends, I sell something like orange so that I can get more money and buy food and eat. Otherwise, I'll be hungry.
So you like ask a madame if you can sell oranges for her or something?
Yes, I ask. If she'll allow me to sell, I sell and get more money.
And if, for example, you sell 20 oranges?
If I sell 20 oranges, I can even get like 5 CD and buy food. So it's the maybe easier way for me.
Okay.
If you're on the street and you are working, your colleagues or your friend will say that you're a villager. If you're on the street, you don't have to work. You have to be stealing and maybe have a fiancé who can look after you.
Okay, so you get your money through stealing or through a boy who's taking care of you?
Yes.
You don't work at all?
Yes.
And where do you sleep when you're on the street?
When I was on the street, I sleep at Abosokai in front of the shops.
Just on the floor?
Yes.
But is it like protected from the street or anybody can just come there?
Anybody can just come there.
It's all about when you need money, you do something to get your money. When you're hungry, you beg for food, you eat. It's not about putting effort in that is taking your time and energy and not giving you money straight away or straight away giving you food, but it's on another level. And it takes time for children to realize this and to make this sacrifice or have this motivation and have this dedication.
It's very important we have respect for each other. Yeah? Even if you make a mistake and he doesn't want to listen, it's still no use to make comments or say things about it. There's 2 teachers here and 2 teachers here, so you guys don't have to say anything, okay?
Finish it.
How does it end?
How does it end? Do you send him away or give him or what do you do?
That is very
Oh, I think CASA's got a lot of success stories. There are a lot of children that have gone through the scheme and they are successful out there. They are on their own, they are working, they are independent. You don't expect to change them overnight. There are some, you expose some of these nice things to them, at the end of the day, they will still fall out. Let me take this typical example. Children who are into sex work. Most of the time, they compare the amount of money that they give them and they earn on the streets. But then when they are sent to the farm, they compare. They realize that no, they don't give them money on a daily basis, but then they give it to them on a weekly basis. So let's say if a child is earning between 10 cedis and 20 cedis a day, while maybe he or she is practicing sex work. You compare, and if you give that child about 10 cedis in a week, it's obvious. Definitely that child can stay. You come out and because he sees sex work to be more lucrative than sitting on a farm or sitting at one place, you know, for maybe a week or so without getting what maybe if she's on the street, she will get it. So this has been some of the challenges.
Fatih, she was really into the drama class when we started, and she was actually really worried because she's like, yes, I'm going to Hopeland, I'm moving there, and how am I going to be part of the drama? Because I really want to be part of it, and if I move there, how is it all going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And I tried to reassure her that, okay, even if you move that side, you will still get a chance to be part of it all. But when she was ready to go, she had her suitcase, she put makeup on her face, and she looked really nice. And she was sitting in the back of the pickup and being like, yes, I'm going, and blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, so it was like a dream come true for her. But then when we got there last week, we found out that she actually only stayed there for a week, and she left. Okay, we're gonna head off to Kokomba to look for Fatih, and we've investigated a little bit in the area about her whereabouts, and we found out where she is. And hopefully we're gonna find her and tell her that she should come back to the House of Refuge and join the drama group. I have no idea what it looks like, but I've heard a lot of stories about it. There's like gangs all over the place, and you really, really have to be very careful, and you have to go there with people that really know people. Otherwise, you're going to get into trouble.
The children are open to many dangers. The girls are raped in the open. Sometimes 5, 10 boys rapes a girl. We're talking about 12-year-old girl screaming and shouting, and nobody is there to help. Nobody will even go, because that's a normal practice. Sometimes the girls are also raped under threat with a weapon. After rape, they are stowed. The money you have is collected from you.
Boys, especially when you are new, you have to try and defend yourself. And in trying to defend yourself, there are other street boys who are stronger and they have grown on the street and they try to molest them, take their money from them.
So we've been walking around for about 15 minutes now in this area with some girls who know Fatih. It's a little bit confusing because some of them say she went off to Kumasi, another one says no, she went to Teshi, and then there's another one telling us that she actually went to Kas. The only thing I know is that she was sleeping here with some girls, and these girls that like rent houses, well actually can hardly call it a house.
The girls take Marieke to the shack where Fatih has been staying.
This is Angelina's house?
Yes.
This is your house. Can I come in? But so you sleep here every night?
Yes.
The two of you? Yeah. Only the two of you?
Yes.
You don't have babies?
No.
No babies?
No.
But where's your mattress? You sleep on the floor?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You don't have something to put on the floor? No. And in the summer, when it's hot, it's very hot. And you pay for this room yourself? The two of you make money?
Yes.
But how do you get that money to pay for this room?
Like
So everything you own in the world is the clothes you are wearing and that?
Yeah.
That's it? I'm sorry. It's not nice. No, it's not nice to sleep on the floor. And Fatih was staying in a place similar to this. Look like this, Fatih's house. But she's not here.
The more street children Marieke meets, the more the challenges they face become apparent.
Last week somebody died at near that river there. That big gutter, somebody died because of hunger.
Some of them end up being vulnerable, grow up to be nothing at all in society, when in actual sense, they have a lot of talents.
Sometimes when I sit with the guys, it's not their fault. They be doing something that they don't like, but because of lack of everything, not small, lack of everything, that person got to do it to survive his life. That is the way we live here, up and down. We get a lot of girls around this place, prostitution, because some people around here got no mom, got no pap. Some people too got people around them, but because of maltreating, they can't just stay at home. Me, for instance, I'm a student, and because of lack of registration fee, I'm out of Form 3 and I'm now on street.
Eating is a major problem because on the street, you pay for everything. You pay for your bath when you want to bath. Even the sponge you use to bath, you pay for it. You pay for the soap. You pay for the bathroom. You pay for the water. Everything is on money. You pay for everything. So when a child gets up, you have to hunt for everything you are looking for. You are thirsty, you have to hunt for water. You don't have money to buy, you need to look around, go and look for a food vendor and try to take small water. He or she may shout at you to live there. You need to go and try elsewhere. So you hunt for everything you want.
So when I see you, when I'm angry, I got to attack you. Attack you, not murdering or striking anything hard on you, but I'll just come up and panic you so that you give me something few.
One of the girls told us that she was on her way back to Kas. So I hope that's true, and we're on our way back to Kas right now, so I hope we'll find her there. Hey, Fatih. You're back.
Yes, I'm back.
I was looking for you today, and actually the whole week we were looking for you.
A lot of us cannot stay at home because you cannot do whatever you like. What prefer to do. You have to obey the laws. The teacher will tell you that not to go out. By 6 o'clock, you have to sleep. And at Kaneshi, we sleep 1, 2, 3, 11, 12. Because we hold ourselves. Nobody can control us here.
So when they come here, the onus lies on us to try to shape them back into being disciplined, know when to go to bed, when to get up, and to feed them into the stream society. So you need a lot of tolerance for that, because you say this and the child will say this, and you can't force him or her. You still need patience to relax for the child, try to win the heart. It takes time.
Yeah.
Don't run away again.
Okay, I'll not run. Thank you.
So we say that integrity is a concept of what? Consistency.
The best thing is reintegration. I want to give them education so that they will decide that the street is not good for them, to get back to the stream society. Reintegration, for them to get back, to get the decision that the street is not good for me. I need to learn a trade. I need to do something good with my life to become a responsible citizen and get back to the normal stream society. So reintegration through education is the key word.
Most of them, either they did not get the motherly love, the care that they needed in the house, but when they are in CAS, they get all those assistance. So I think CAS, in a broad sense, is just like a guardian.
Mina, how long have you been in the street? How many years?
4 years.
4 years. And how old are you now?
17.
17. So you came when you were 13. Small girl. Okay. And where are your parents living now?
Takoradi.
Takoradi?
Yes.
Both your parents? Your father and your mother?
No. My mother dead, but I didn't know my father.
You didn't know him? Okay. Your father and mother were never living together?
No.
When you are in the street, Mina, how do you make money? How do you work? You work or you sell things?
My first time I came to the city, I sell sugar cane.
Okay.
Yes. Mommy, then I saw mommy, then mommy bring me here.
To CAS?
Yes. So the time I come to CAS, I don't have money. Every day I come to CAS. So I met some man who told me that he look after me and then give me money.
A man?
Yes.
Much older man?
No.
Same age?
Yes.
How old were you then?
17, but the man is 20.
20.
Yes.
So you met him this year?
Yes.
And is it the father of Godfred?
Yes.
Is your boyfriend? You like him?
No.
You don't like him, but you are together?
No. Different. Me, I sleep here and to sleep here.
Okay.
Yes.
But he takes care of you somehow?
Sometimes he give me money, sometimes he don't give me.
Okay. And if he doesn't give you money, how do you survive?
I work Carnation.
But if you work at Kaneshi, what do you do?
I didn't do anything because of Godfred.
Oh, you can't work now. But before you were working when he was not there?
Yes.
Okay. And where do you sleep with him?
Coastal.
Together with your baby?
Yes.
Okay. And when he goes to sleep, you also go to sleep?
Yes.
You never leave him there?
No.
Okay. And is it safe? Is it okay to sleep there?
Me, if you take me out of the street, I like it. Because money, I don't have any place to bath my baby. So if I walk to CAS, then bath my baby. I work hard because I want my future.
Me and Mike, we sat down for a couple of hours now to actually do an inventory
on all the material we've made so far, or all the questions we've asked the children. And we already had like a sort of like a structure about how we want to build this play. But now we have so much information from there, all of them, that we really wanted to see, okay, what are we going to use? How are we going to put this information into a scene which to us at least is theatrically interesting? And well, I think we're getting somewhere.
I can see that actually, because I don't.
You have an upper and a downer in that scene.
Yeah. Because that's also reality of street life.
The stories the children share in theatre classes become more intimate. To encourage pride and confidence in themselves and their experiences, Marieke and Mike decide to call the play This Is Me.
Yeah, so somewhere last week we did an exercise with the girls, actually with all the children, about what is making you angry, what is making you happy, what is making you sad. And actually what really, really struck me is that so many of them are talking about what makes me angry or happy is that the fact they either lost their mother or they lost their father at some stage in their life. And one of the girls is Doris. She mentioned that what makes her sad is the fact that she lost her mother when she was only a baby herself. Actually, her mother just died after giving birth to her. And she shared this with us in the class. And while she was sharing it, she had to cry. And it also really touched me deeply in my heart, because it's such, if you realize the fact that you never ever in your life had the experience of having a mother, it's quite tough. And also because Doris, by now she's 18, is already having 2 daughters of her own. So she is already a mother. So the fact that she actually said that really touched me, and I felt, okay, we need to do something with this.
I would not even have come to sleep on the streets. If my mother were to be alive, whatever I need, she will give it to me. If I knew my mother would die this painful death, I could have held her close to my heart. May her soul help me to live a good life so I can take care of my children.
I think that's a nice thing to say in the end. And then you can start to sing. I will write this text, and then I will sit with you alone to rehearse, so you can also say it in English, yeah? To help you to improve your English. But thank you so much for sharing this with me. Very happy. It's very beautiful. So when Doris says these things, she will start to sing first, and you sing out of your heart. You sing for yourself, for your mother, for your children. Yeah? Okay. It touched me so deeply in my heart that I felt, okay, we need to do something with this. We need to make a scene about this for this play. So I was thinking about it for a couple of days, and then I was like, okay, what I really would like to ask them is, can you sing me or sing for us a lullaby that either your mother sang for you when you were small, or someone around you sang for you when you were a small child, but you would have loved that your mother would sing it for you. So that was like the entrance of the scene.
So that's what we did. We started the class, and I asked Doris in the first place. And the minute she started to sing that song, all the hairs on my body just went like... I could immediately feel all the emotion behind that song, and it was also the perfect melody for what I had in mind for this scene. Like this melancholy there, or the sadness, like this emotional, it's really about missing somebody. About missing somebody. Like, you want somebody to be there for you, to protect you, to love you, to make you feel that you are worthwhile. And they never had that experience in their life for this mother to be there for them. And after that I asked them to, okay, so what would you like to tell your mother? What do you want to say to her? Even just forget about the fact that she can't hear you or whatever. She's hearing you right now. What do you want to tell her? Mother, you are in my heart. I wish to be with you. And you were here with me. I want to give you a hug. Wherever you are, I love you. I'm with you. And you are beside me. At the end you have a scene of like 8 girls singing a lullaby and expressing all these things they are longing for to get from a mother they never had. When I watch them, I'm like, I have to like really stop myself from crying because it's so powerful. Yeah. So that's how we make theater with them. Prensla, can you tell me how many years have you been living in the street now?
3 years. 3 years.
3 years. And you're now how old?
18.
18. So you came to the streets when you were 15. And are you from Accra?
Yes.
You're from this place?
Yes.
Okay. And your parents are also from here? Where are they?
Accra.
Are they both here? No. Your father and your mother? Your mother is not there?
Yes.
Only your father?
It's not there.
Your father is also not there? Both your parents are not there? And who were you staying with before?
My auntie.
Oh, okay. And when you're in the street, Prensla, what do you do to get money to chop?
I beg for money.
You beg?
At airport.
From the Obronis? You beg?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't see so many people begging. I mostly see people selling water or oranges. But you beg. And what do you say if you beg? What do you tell them?
I tell them that they sacked me from school fees. My mother doesn't have money.
Yeah.
Then they will give me the money.
They give you a lot? Okay. When you're in the street, where do you sleep? Which place do you sleep?
At Coastal.
With all the girls?
Yeah.
You're always together to be safe. Is it okay? Nobody is bothering you? No? And what if someone bother you? What do? You beat them or?
I can't beat.
You can't?
But they're strong.
They're strong?
Yes.
So what do you do?
I can't do nothing.
You have to just accept. Okay. Because there's nobody there to protect you. Because Mina tell me that sometimes the girls, they have someone to protect them, like a boyfriend. You don't have that? No? You're on your own. The exercise about what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you angry. It was a really, really simple setup, but I think the outcome was really so touching and honest and open. Like these kids, they really shared some tough things they've experienced, you know.
Mike asks the boys to create a memorable scene from their past and encourages them to involve other members of the class so that they feel supported.
Can you ask if Steven is the next?
Okay, Steven. Yeah, next. No, Steven, you have to give us your picture. No, Steven. I was sent to buy something with money, but when I went, I spent the money on my way coming, so this was the punishment my father gave me.
So this is you?
Yes.
And that's your father?
Yeah.
So show me a picture.
Yeah, picture here.
Was it happening a lot? He was beating you a lot?
So when my father asked me, I told my father that, I haven't collected any money. Quickly, I left the boy and ran away.
That's when you ran away from home? Hmm. But this is something you particularly remember of your father, he beating you?
They have to tell two stories.
All of the children are discovering their own talents. A boxing coach has offered to train Stephen at a local gym, having already expressed his belief that Stephen can one day compete professionally. It's only 3 weeks until the children's first performance, and they have limited time to learn all of their lines.
Okay, so if you are walking like this saying, this is me, this is me, this is me, you go to your side. So if, for example, Emmanuel is on that side, you go to that side, and then everybody just swap. So it doesn't matter on what side it is, you follow Isaka or you follow Emmanuel, if you're in that group or in that group. Yeah? Easy, yeah? Yeah. Okay, sit down. Don't go. Sometimes it sounds a bit like that. He is a nice boy. Here's the same thing. Must have power, yeah? He is a nice boy. No, Daniel. Now you're doing like this.
He's a nice boy. He is a nice boy.
Yes. So Abbas, try it one time. Stand up. Say hey.
Hey, my name is Abbas. He's a nice boy.
If you want to come forward and say, this is me, or make a circle, this is me, or do a little bit crazy things, you are welcome. You know, or say, this is me, or whatever, yeah? Hey!
My name is Abbas.
Wait. Go to you. Hey! My name is Abbas, yeah? So, hey! Do you know where to do it? Hey! You repeat?
Hey! My name is Abbas.
Okay, do the hey a few times, okay? Then you know where it is. Okay, so then everybody's turned and then say, this is me, 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 this is me. What now? What happens? You say first something.
I will say, this is me. This is me. You can look at me.
And then the music will go, and then everybody's just smiling like that. You can show yourself and show something of yourself.
Hey, my name is Abbas.
Short. Hey, my name is Abbas. Hey, my name is Abbas. Okay, now.
My name is Abbas.
One more time. My name is Abbas.
Read him.
Yeah, you know. Hey.
My name is Abbas.
It has to be quicker. Hey, my name is Abbas. Hey, you should help him. No, but you should help him, yeah? Dude, my name is Abbas.
Hey, my name is Abbas.
Okay, now.
My name is Abbas. My name is Abbas. Hey, my name is Abbas. Hey, my name is Abbas.
He is a nice boy.
He is a nice boy.
He is a nice boy.
He is a nice boy. Abbas. 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 He is a nice boy.
Listen carefully, because it is very soft, the music. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, look forward when the music starts. Lift your feet, yes.
Yeah, we don't want to hear your sneakers.
This is me. 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 You can look at me.
I think the foundation of the play at this moment has been laid, and the children really are getting the picture of what we're doing, and also the people at CAS are getting the picture. I got some feedback after the run-through we did the other week that people said, yeah, we really like it. It's totally different from what we're used to. But it's really good. It's funny, but at the same time, they are sharing what they're going through on the street. But it's new. It's really new to them. They haven't seen this kind of theater before, so that's good. At least I think it is.
I want to give you a compliment. Yesterday you worked hard to improve the scene. Now you're showing us that you know. You've improved since yesterday even.
The signal is clear. The children like it. The signal is just clear. You are there and you see the children going to class, sometimes very tired, but they are waiting for the Ubuntu segment in the afternoon. They go to their class and put their zeal. And you should know that these children are not children that are coming from the normal home with the correct way of, discipline. You wake up this time, you do this time, you comport yourself. They are raw. They don't have that experience. But if they comply with the project, then it means the project is going down well with them. The collaboration between the children and the Ubuntu instructors, Mike and Marieke, helps the children to feel more comfortable and more belonging to them. I see a lot of unity in the children. After the classes, they stay together, they eat together, they play together, although they quarrel. But after quarreling, they are still going to their class. And you go to meet them in their class, they are cheerful, doing it.
All right. Say money no be problem. Honest on the block. All right, I'm back again. You know what time it is. Straight up. All right, what's up? Listen. About him another him, I miss him. Michelle, she been on the froze, so winking out. Wakuma Fenata Chile, me yam mimbuna, and we send Maries in the real day, Juma, or Piebo, what did that dear Quechima, what a tema, Tamafahin, Tibunematema, Nema Mepa, dear, Nepa Pasukurapoma, and guess a religion whom me poor Biasoma. I shall win up about the young Conqua, just some pipe, perfume rice, one genoa, but Temabuano, Mini Bin Timamua, one no Jamabakari, eh, Billy Patakwa, as I see that the Via when I'm over near my papa, Pivia, Mosenia to Fiaka, as on to be a man, Sakana de Yamia, but the whole Pakima, or 5 Lady Bianca, which one I join my Pura. If you get you man, be too fair. So to give you a bar. I just under you to Puma. No, now no was a champagne. I have zone still I go maintain. I bet shoot is skin pain. The group in the guy complain.
The way you did be my speckle. This girl could they kill me.
Money no be problem.
When I see her by the mess so, baby why you they do me so? She they mash up my head oh. This girl go they make her go colo. Hey, the way you did be my speckle. This girl could they kill me.
It's been a long time since I saw Millicent, but she will always be my number one chick. Cause she will always be my number one chick. Cause
it's the morning before the first street performance and the children are really excited. But Marieke still has to attract an audience.
We went around with the car to make people aware that we are going to perform because we put up the flyers, but we know that the best way to make people aware in Africa about something is to make noise. That's what everybody does here.
Telling people about our performance tonight. It will be happy and nice.
We also have to make noise. So we took the car and drove around the community playing the latest popular music, and all the kids were dancing around the car, handing out the flyers of their show, which was really, really nice. And we did it on Wednesday and we did it again on Friday when we had our show, our first show outside of Kas in the community at Town Council Line Park. We drove around for about more than an hour around the venue where we were performing to make everybody aware of the fact that that afternoon we were going to be there with a special show for everybody. Everybody's invited. And I think it helped. But at the same time, you never know, because as soon as you put up music somewhere and start talking into a microphone, people are like, oh, something's happening, and they all come and see what it is. That's what we do with Ubuntu. Like, we don't believe in getting people to the theater, but you need to bring the theater to the people.
I think the Ubuntu drama is giving them, is building their self-esteem. They are recognizing themselves, they are bold for themselves. This me, no matter how you see me, that's how I am. You know, they are bold with themselves, that's my condition, but I'm going over it. And sometimes when they stand before people, they are brave, they are bold. You know, I'm not useless. I can still act to attract over 200 people to come and stand and look at me and see what I'm doing. So they are proud of themselves. And I think that self-esteem is just good for them, because the story forces them to come out with what they have and say, this is me. No matter how you see me, that's me. And that's what I can do. And when they see people coming around to stand and watch them, it builds their confidence that still there's something in me I can share. So even when Ubuntu is gone, I think we have to build up from where they left, because the children has gotten the fever already on them and they are brave with what they are doing. If you see them perform, you will notice they are both very, very brave, proud of themselves. Yes, don't think they are out of society, they are useless, people don't regard them. But the people who don't regard me, I can perform and people park their cars and stand and look at me. I'm speaking English to them. I've not been to school before, but I'm speaking English. They can listen and understand my message. This is me. Yeah. So I think it's building their self-esteem, their confidence, and it's very, very positive. Very positive.
They are getting ready to put up a beautiful performance that you love to see once again and again and again.
That was the first time we took the play outside of Kas, and I was really looking forward to that because I've experienced many times before what happens when you do that. That's really like the reward of all the work you've done. Many people come and the children really get to experience what it's like to have an interaction with the audience. People laughing, people responding, and you could really see what it did to the children. Like they really started to feel like, wow, this is our show, you know, and you could see while they were doing it that they were becoming more and more aware of the fact that all these people's eyes were on them. And they were the ones entertaining them, and you could just actually see them grow and glow more and more. And when the show was over, all the happiness that was there and the energy that was going through them, it was really amazing. One of the most powerful tools that you have to create awareness about why children end up in the street and what they face while they're in the street, and most importantly, that these children are just like you and me, like what they end the play with. Because in order to feel compassion for someone, you need to realize that this person is just like you. And this is what This Is Me was all about for us. To really give these children back their human being.
Since my thumbprint is different from any other person in the world, I'm already different. So one person can make a difference because my thumbprint, my DNA is different from any other person in the world. So I have something people don't have. It's a matter of working it out, getting the right platform, the right channel, the right networking, the right destiny helpers, you know, the right push, the right zeal, enthusiasm, and getting on the right road with proper wheels. One person definitely can make a difference.
It was magic, and you just see how they're feeling now. That the energy that is there. That's why Ubuntu is here. That's why we do what we do because of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
They all were hugging us and they were so happy. And that's when you realize, okay, even though we had a very tough time, this makes it really worthwhile just to have this one moment of happiness and really being in the moment, just being there. It really felt we're finally together, you know? Yeah.
This is me. You can look at me. I am you. And you are me. This is me. Tell me, who do you see?
I think a lot of the problems in our societies or in our world come from the fact that people forget who they actually are, that they are positivity, that they are love, that they are able to create. People feel victim of their lives, and they forget about all the potential they have inside of them. And I think when I look at these children, all I see is so much potential, and I see a whole world around them that somehow has forgotten about the potential of these children. Like, it's just a given fact, these children are there. But I find it so challenging and so cool to put people together with these kids, and through bringing out the potential of these kids, helping other people or letting other people also realize their potential whilst they are reaching out to live these children. It makes everybody happy. And why street children? Because they are like a forgotten part of people in this world. They are somehow living there, surviving, and people just pass by on. And in the meantime, the number of street children is growing. In every single country where I come, people are saying there's more and more and more. So something is terribly wrong. And what is wrong is there's a big lack of love on this planet, and that's why I want to use the power of creativity and the power of theater to get people back together again and to feel this love, not only for their own children, but also children who are not theirs, and for the children in the group that are working together to feel that love for each other, just to feel the love. That's actually the most important thing.
This is me, 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 this is me. I am because you are. This is me.
This is me.
Ubuntu means
you can look at me.
I am because you are.